Hello everyone and welcome to Whiskey Wars and to a very makeshift neck pour. But as you guys know, I simply cannot wait when I get a whiskey. And this is not just any whiskey. It's a whiskey that I've not had before, but it's from Springbank and it's a whiskey that I've wanted for such a long time. Ever since I got the 15 and the 12 cask strength, I have always wanted the 10-year-old. The 15 is currently probably my favourite whiskey of all time. That's not the 100% sherry version. This I think is similar. So I think the 10 is 60% bourbon, 40% sherry, cask influence. So really excited for this one. I recently picked up the Longrow and I've actually just bought a second bottle of that because that whiskey has been the fastest bottle that I've killed since I've bought any whiskey so far since filming for you guys. I absolutely love that whiskey. Now I think that's about 4 years of age from Springbank, but it is under the Longrow name. I believe that's double distilled. This is 2.5 times distilled. But anyway, that's the information. Let's just get straight into it. Cork pop time. I cannot accurately portray my excitement for this whiskey. Interesting, that is different to what I was expecting. I have to be honest. So this is certainly coming across more orangey, more marmalade jam, tropical fruits, maybe some passion fruit, some papaya, notes that I love by the way. So this is going well. I thought perhaps it would have a little bit more smoke and dirty oiliness and intensity to the nose, purely because I've had the 15 and the 12 and the Longrow. The smoke's coming through now. This soot and charcoal and smoke is now coming through that orange marmalade and papaya sweetness. There's some spice to this whiskey, tropical fruits, star anise, maybe some tea. Am I getting tea on there? Black tea, soot, charcoal, smoke, but it's not earthy. Not as earthy as what I was expecting. Let's dive right into the taste. Just before we do though, guys, you know the rules by now. If you'd be so kind to click the like button and hit that subscribe button, that would be much appreciated. So different to what I was expecting. The orange and the marmalade, the tropical fruits comes through. I was expecting that from the nose. The surprise was I was actually getting wood spice on the taste and black pepper, white pepper. I'll go back in again. This is spicy and, dare I say, for Springbank, thin. Which is crazy because the Longrow was more viscous, more syrupy, thicker, less spirit forward and spicy than what this 10-year is. And I don't get that on the 12 or the 15 either. Perhaps this needs a bit of time to open up, but first impressions are positive and negative. I actually love this orange tropical fruit forward nature of the Springbank. Super exciting. The spice and the texture a little bit surprising, but could be because I've not had whiskey in a while. Syrupy nature is coming through along with this oily dirtiness that is just, well, everyone who loves Springbank, that is possibly your favourite note. So you'll know exactly what I mean. That is running through here now and it's lovely, really good. I must admit, I've seen a lot of people say the Springbank 10 is their favourite Springbank. based off the NeckPour, this is firmly 4th place, which wasn't what I was expecting. Hopefully, this just needs some time to air and open up. Or perhaps it's me, I don't know. This is not what I was expecting. Okay, let's talk price. I picked this whiskey up for £77 in Germany, a little bit overpriced. So I believe in the UK, this is £55, but it's so hard to buy for retail price. I love Springbank. I am very happy to pay £70 for a 10-year-old whiskey from them. On paper, it's not value for money, but in reality, I love Springbank. It's so unique. I'm more than willing to pay that on a Springbank. So you have to do your own justifications for that. What I can say quite easily is on the NeckPour, this was my least favourite of the whole lineup. And I'm really surprised by that. I know a lot of people, this is their favourite of the lineup. So I'm hoping it's gonna really develop and change. I'm really hoping for that. About a month ago, I bought the Longrow and loved it from minute one. So I am very surprised. But this is the NeckPour. Real reviews, honest reviews, and surprising reviews as well. I'm surprised with this one, but I can only say what I'm getting. I'm gonna say disappointing, but what I mean is I can't say it's a bad whiskey because it's still Springbank. It's still giving me so much of what I love in whiskey. It's just that it's not giving me the same wow that I got from Longrow, from Springbank 12 cask strength and Springbank 15. I don't favour the 12 cask strength because it's 100% sherry. I think Springbank shine more with their bourbon cask and also when they do rum. And I like them adding sherry cask influence in there, but not total sherry cask. So this is a 60-40 split, apparently, according to their website. So I was expecting to really get on with this one. I thought it could just be a more punchy, bright, vibrant version of the 15, and no, it's really not. I do like the tropical fruit touch to the whiskey, but I have to be honest, it's good, but it's not great, and I wouldn't buy it again. But it's based on the NeckPour, and hopefully this really does improve. But I'll keep you posted 100%. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the NeckPour. A little bit of a disappointing one. I was keenly awaiting this whiskey. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you all for the next Whiskey War. Okay, so I've left this about an hour. I've just been drinking it, and there's some things that I want to add to this review because for me, if I could describe this whiskey in one word, it would be tangy. This is so tangy. It's bitter and sweet. It's sweet and sour. To me, it's gonna be my least favorite. When I was growing up, there was gooseberries in the garden, and we would make gooseberry jam out of it, but it would be a healthy jam. So gooseberries are naturally very tart. This is very tart, and we wouldn't add too much sugar into the jam. So it'd be a very healthy tart jam, and it's not citrusy, but it's sharp, and there's a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overall, you wouldn't call it sweet. And that's how I think this whiskey is. It's tart, but it's apricot sweetness. It's papaya, is the tropical fruit. It's not, I see people talk about mango with this whiskey, and I really don't understand how you can get mango or passion fruit because they're far too sweet. This is like papaya and apricot, but a jam, an unsweetened marmalade that's very tart. That is what this whiskey is. There's also this presence of umami, and it makes it moreish, but I've been drinking this whiskey and at no point am I thinking I'm getting a sweet whiskey. There's sweet elements, but it's so tart and bitter and sour that you need that little bit of sweetness to help it. Another note that I was getting as well is it was quite chalky, and I was immediately drawn to, when I was a kid, do you remember getting this cigarette packet of white sticks, and they were just very chalky. They didn't have a great deal of flavour to them, but they were quite nice. This has that chalky aspect with a little touch of vanilla, and it has this drying, woody touch to the whiskey.